And here we are, the fifth and supposedly final day of challenges for the Summertime Odyssey. We're on Mona's quest on the southern islands. Obviously, we've done all the other ones, and now we're at the very, very bottom island for Mona. This thing that we saw day one, this is apparently connected to Mona. And inside here, you've got the challenges. Now, to talk about the puzzles really quickly, this island does change slightly. When you do a bit of the quest, it changes a bit. Some stuff goes up, some stuff goes down, a few air vents appear, and then a bunch of puzzles. So I was actually wrong about one thing. The islands aren't just a static one island. You can actually switch between one or two, maybe different presets. I can't exactly put that to a number. But once you encounter one of these that isn't the main one over there, that one over there, if you interact with it, that will send you into the challenge. You'll find these other ones just kind of scattered around maybe, or maybe like there's one or two. I'm not exactly sure how many there are, but you can interact with these and they'll send you to like a different mirage of the island essentially. So I just want to correct myself there that, yeah, you can do that up here. And I'll talk about the challenges, or rather the puzzles, as we continue with the challenge. Same thing as before, you've got this thing, you can go in and do some treasure chest hunting or some conch hunting if you still want conches for some reason, I guess. But we're going to be doing the initial exploration. Hopefully not struggling, so let's make a quick team here. And yeah, the puzzles for today are kind of, they're interesting to say the least. They're not super fun. The puzzles are weird, and I mean, it's just in a way of they're like just moderately annoying. Most of the puzzles are essentially connect the dot puzzles as we are told about it. I didn't even know we have to do these in the Temple of Latitude, but actually, what the hell am I meant to do here? Oh, okay. Yeah, most of the puzzles are connect the dot puzzles, so you'll be given like an image in the sky or on a wall, or in some way, shape, or form, you'll be given like a dot-to-dot image, and then you have to connect these small laser turrets to each other to then reveal the actual thing. And that's fine and dandy, but it's like it's one of these puzzles that's like very much based on trial and error. You have to just really just fail and then retry again, different direction, fail again, retry different direction, and so on and so forth for a very long time. What are we doing? Is there no combat in this floor? Fair enough. It does get a bit annoying. Obviously, as the domain goes up and up, there's like a few stages to the domain. There's like, I think, 4 doors you have to unlock. And yeah, as you do the domain, it gets harder and harder. And at some point, you know, it's too hard. Like, some of that shit I just got by luck. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't... Okay, cool. There are some small hints. Just really quickly, let's read this. So the left one gives us 35% damage to the enemies they take. Collides with opponents and deal damage. And hydro character something. Regardless, doesn't matter. We're just gonna do this. Anyway. Yeah, some of the puzzles, yeah, they give you hints, which is handy, but I feel like if you need hints for puzzles, maybe you've made it a bit too ominous, because the hint doesn't help you win the puzzle. It tells you the supposed answer to the puzzle. I don't know how to word it, but yeah, it's just a bit weird, and it's a bit annoying because it's tedious. It's a tedious process, but it's not overly difficult, you know. This is definitely one of the shorter quests. I think this took me about maybe an hour to do even all the dialogue and everything else. So it's not an overly long one, which is I'm a fan of that. I don't really like the super long ones. Just let me get into the islands and start doing the quests, you know. So you're not going to spend too much time in this one. I feel like for this though, the initial exploration, I feel like they've tried to make this a bit more complicated than it has to be. I think the reason the Kazuha one is really fun is because you just get given a button to press, and then you press it, and it deals damage. But these more recent ones, they just tend to give you like these weird gimmick mechanics that kind of are not really used. Let's heal up a bit here. I did explore the islands a bit though, and the islands seem to be having pretty difficult puzzles. Yeah, the puzzles seem to be pretty tough. I did explore the top part of it, so it's a kind of like the main puzzle of the island, because every island tends to have a main puzzle where it gives you like either a bunch of precious chests or like a luxurious chest or something. And I found the luxurious chest on the island with absolutely not a single idea on how to open it, at least for now. absolutely no clue. I'm more lost than I can be. And I don't know if that's a good thing. Because I can't really even see the answer. Like, most of the time when you do a puzzle, you're like, oh, okay, cool, that's the puzzle, but I can see myself getting the answer. I really couldn't see it here. I was, like, moderately confused, but, you know, time will tell. I'll probably figure it out after this video goes up or whatever. But yeah, this day of puzzles is quite annoying, but that's about it. They're not hard. They're just a bit annoying, tedious. And that's really up to you if you enjoy it. I'm not a fan of tedious puzzles. I think they're quite boring. There's a reason I like Jin Yan's. Jin Yan's Island was a bit more of a methodical way of looking at puzzles. You kind of, you know, you switch it up. Okay, this thing has to face this way. This thing has to be this height. So you're kind of doing it very methodically, whilst these kind of tedious kind of, oh, is this right? Is this right here? Oh, do some calculations, you know, calculate fucking quantum physics and whatnot. This just kind of gets boring. I give up after a while. I just look up the answer. So if you guys can't get the answer, just look it up, honestly. Like, the puzzles today are just kind of poopy face. I don't really know what's happening in this domain. I feel like this is a bit different than the other domains. I'm just fighting random enemies. Which is what happened last time, but a bit more structured. Doesn't matter. Kill more. My little bit of an elemental mastery Lisa here is kind of popping off, to be quite frank. I don't know if you guys do this build. Actually, no one should be doing this build. It sucks. This build actually sucks. Don't ever actually play this character like this. She's terrible. Playing this character elemental mastery build, Lisa. God damn it, dude. Sounds terrible just to say it. Sounds terrible just to say the words. And there we go. That's the challenge done. It's a bit of a long one, a bit of a weirdly long one, but now I haven't done it, but we can get the free official. If you haven't gotten yourself a free official, or you still need some official constellations after today's challenges, and if you do all of them and get the 2400 Flotsam that you can get today, you'll be able to claim yourself a free either constellation or a free copy of official Prinzessin de Vertelung, which is actually pretty cool. And then that's essentially the 5th day of challenges. 60 more primos and boom. And I'm pretty sure actually if you also collect that Flotsam, you'll be able to go into the shop and buy the rest of the shop if you haven't bought this stuff already. Do remember to buy the crown, the topaz tokens, and the Mora, or rather, I guess if you want the Mora, but the crown and the topaz tokens and the talent books are the most important thing. Do be sure to grab those things if you need them. That's going to be it for this summertime Odyssey day per day series. This event is pretty fun. I want to give a final verdict. I think this event is actually really good. It's like, I don't know if it's better or worse than the initial Golden Apple Archipelago. That thing was very long ago and I can't really remember all the details of it. But they're both very fun, and this one's extremely fun. I still stand by my thing that day 1 of the event was dog shit. I'm just gonna say that. It was really bad. Day 1 had nothing. There was nothing there. But day 2, 3, 4, and 5 now are really bringing the event back in. It's reeling it in. It's all really fun. You have 4 different islands to completely explore. There is an extra quest to do with Mitoboru, and I don't doubt that there's going to be another quest concerning this top island up here, but I don't think it's connected to any event gameplay, so I'm not going to cover it. You guys can just play through it at your own pace and whatnot. I don't think it's going to be too important. But you have 4 different islands to explore, each one kind of getting exponentially larger. Obviously with the Twinning Isle being one of the largest, which is official. And now the Menacious Isle is massive as well, and a lot of complex puzzles. But yeah, I'm not going to solve any of the puzzles for you because that's a bit of a fun open world system. Hope you guys enjoyed this little series. I think this event is great. 10 out of 10. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, go follow Genshin Impact on Twitter because they're absolute gods of the gaming genre, and have an amazing day. See you in the next one.